On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what a blessed and wonderful Saturday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, me peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, to the name Saturday, the day when some of the ones and ones them out there traverse the church. So happy Sabbath to you all, and whilst doing so, please remember On The Spot News Media, its loyal viewers and subscribers in your immediate prayers. You definitely see how Jamaica run right now, so you know for sure. So we need that now more than ever. And to all of the regular ones and ones, the out there who traverse into the market district, I don't know if you get a little onion, skeleton and time to deal with the little pepper pot soup later. And of course, tomorrow the official red rice and roaster day. Yeah, man, you don't know my peeps, safe travel on the gravel from Moran Point to Negril Point. Stay safe, and as always, my peeps, continuously look out on the corner here, because the old dirty corner boy them always out there. Alerts, yeah, man. So watch this now, my peeps. So I gotta kick it off over there in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled Kingston Western Police Division. So this morning we are gonna give you a more comprehensive look upon that double knockings and clappings there that took place over the community of Buckers in Arima. Yeah, man. Now this warrior is a long-standing feud where I come from Wappy and Philip days. Yeah, man. From them born till them grow up till Wappy slap with Philip, and now the war continues because this warrior were presently a fight, the man them were in the warrior right now is not even sure of where it actually come from. It's just that old hurts just continue to add on old hurts, and man just continue to carry vengeance, and it come right down the line. So the present war right now we are fighting now have nothing to do with how it actually start way back in the days. Yeah, man. And me are telling my peeps, me not see no end to this thing here right now, because as it relates to police divisions like the Kingston Western Police Division is a unique division, where different from others, because it has the two major political garrisons. You don't know the Tivoli community, that is dubbed the mother of all garrisons. And then you have Jungle, which is originally the PNP headquarters from back in the days. So that police division, trust me, are one of the toughest to deal with, because every single area in the division is a hot spot. There is nowhere in the Kingston Western Police Division where a police patrol can go park up under a tree and the squad of them just chill and build. That not there, so. Are just low knockings and clappings left, right and center from sun up till sundown. It coming like is a tag team type of business a play this so. Because when Jonestown cool, Rima get hot. When Rima cool, Denham Town get hot. When Denham Town cool, Hannah Town get hot. When Hannah Town cool, Maxfield get hot. When Maxfield cool, Rona Russell Road and all these places get hot. There is literally no safe haven in the Kingston Western Police Division. Right now, the only safe place in the Kingston Western Police Division are probably somewhere inside of Madden's funeral home. Yeah, man. So unlike other police divisions like the St. Andrew South, the St. Andrew North, the Kingston Eastern, where you have a little quiet spot, if I even a little small spot where you know say, alright, you know the Kingston Western Police Division, you don't have that. Yeah, man. And if you look in all the police divisions far and wide, you have hot spots and then you have some little secluded little sections where kinda somewhat alright. But as for the Kingston Western Police Division, are just low knockings and clappings, death and destruction, each and every day, each and every night. Boy, me I tell you, the thing rough, but anyway, make we continue. Now, the police investigate the double knockings and clappings that took the life of 2 men and injuring 5 people in a knockings and clappings incident in Rima, Bocas. Now, the fatal knockings and clappings occurred sometime about 7:30 p.m. Thursday evening. So head of the Kingston Western Police Division, Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, says a 10-year-old was also among the wounded. So he's basically just confirming what I stated in yesterday morning's vlog. Now the deceased are presently on your screen and they have been fully identified by their birth names. Now this man presently on your screen has since been identified as Romain Moraj, otherwise known as Coolie Man. I'm going to get into his family heritage and give you a little breakdown as to why maybe he was also targeted. And this known criminal element presently on your screen, identified as Desmore Mackenzie, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Nico. Now this criminal element here was out on bail for knockings and clappings of another criminal element known as Chicken. Yeah, man. Now, the wounded victims, the 5 wounded victims, ages range between 10 and 39 years old. I'm not for sure if any of the 5 was mixed up in any way, but 2 women were among the 5 and a 10-year-old and 2 men. Now, the preliminary reports states that the wounded victims was treated and admitted in some serious and some stable condition. Now we are going to hear from SSP Phipps, the man who is sitting in the hot seat, as he states that the police are theorizing that the attack may be linked to an ongoing gang conflict in the area. So we're going to hear from SSP Phipps as he weighs in on this latest spate of violence in his police division. Listen.
We are at the preliminary stages of our investigations and can confirm that about 7:30 p.m. yesterday, a motor vehicle with gunmen drove into the 3rd Street area of Rima, where they opened gunfire at citizens who were along the roadway. This shooting resulted in some 7 persons, including a 10-year-old child, being shot and injured. They were rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital, where 2 of the 7 succumbed to their injuries. We have theorized that this incident is a continuation of a gang conflict between rival gangs from the Buckers and Fatherless gangs, which are based in Trenchtown area of Rima. And we believe that this was carried out by members of the Fatherless gang in reprisal for the murder of a top-tier Fatherless gang member who was shot and killed this year, August of this year. We are at this time trying to locate Pepe, Shamar, Juju. These persons, we believe, can assist the MID in our investigations.
So the Kingston Western Police have listed 2 as definitely wanted and 3 as persons of interest. But these persons of interest are basically wanted criminal elements also. But let's look on the listing presently on your screen. The first man has since been identified as Jermaine Barham, otherwise known as Price Right. Now I don't have a photograph of Price Right as yet, but Price Right is a known old dirty kind of boy. Yeah, man, a real old knockis and clappis. And Rima people know him very, very well. The next man is known as Desrai Walker, otherwise known as Shamar. Me soon get back to him. Note his name, Desrai Walker, aka Shamar. The next person is Odain Faulkner, otherwise known as Juju, Anakis and Clappis. Kirk Roberts, otherwise known as Pepe, a known Nakis and Clappis. And Frederick Mattis, otherwise known as Gaza Man, a known Nakis and Clappis. But before we get to Desrai Walker, but more popularly known as Shamar, let me give you a little family history as it relates to one of the now deceased man, Romain Maraj, otherwise known as Cooliman. Now, Maraj is not a criminal element from all indications. He was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and probably, just probably, he was also one of the targets because of his family lineage. So watch this now, my peeps. To the regular members of Chan Public over there in Rima, we want to drop some comments in the comment section and confirm if what On The Spot News Media is saying is true or false. Cooliman, or Romain Maraj, as he's affectionately called, could have been one of the main targets for that knockings and clappings. Because of this, his uncles used to be the dons for a Rima scheme and a part of Rima known as Three Piece. Now you have his uncles, the first one known as Cooliman, a next one known as Sledge, and a next one known as Mushibeng. Now Cooliman did a run off the place from way back in the 90s. That is the uncle of Romain Maraj, otherwise known as Coolie. He has an uncle who used to run off the place back in the 90s known as Cooliman. Now Cooliman, they take away and go foreign from back in them time there and get deported, come back in the place about 2017. See? So when him come back in the place about 2017, him take over back the place and I go and do him thing, but him slide way back now through the border and back in the United States. So he's presently among you members of the diaspora on the US soil. Now Mushibeng, they take over the place after him did go a foreign from way back in the 90s and I run off the same Rima scheme and Three Piece. Now a hit was placed on Mushibeng head and the infamous Gogo Champs slap out him head quick and fast, leaving him lifeless around a gambling table. Same place in a Buckers. Yeah, man. Now Sledge take over the dance ship and I run off the same Rima scheme and also Three Piece. Sledge is the smaller brother of the three and also the uncle of the now deceased Romain Maraj, otherwise known as Coolie. Now Sledge is also among you, the diaspora, as he made it through the border and is now on the soil of United States of America. So them stay from abroad and fuel the war in the place. And now another of their family member gets slaughtered. Yeah, man. So you know, say, there is definitely more to come as it relates to the ongoing gang war. Now, one of the Nakis and Clappis that was named of the 4 men who jump out of the car and start blaze gunshot on the people is this old dirty kind of boy presently on your screen. Desrai Walker. but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Shamar. Now I'm pretty sure this is going to come as a surprise to many, as many would have not expected this little fool boy to come turn big knockis and clappis in the place. He has been described as a quiet individual growing up with no mix up, none at all. And it has raised eyebrows for many around him to say, Shamar, ton shatter. Them can't believe. But you best believe that Shamar is now a knockis and clappis, old dirty kind of boy. We get a decent stripe on him shoulder now because him slap way the infamous Desmore Mackenzie, otherwise known as Nico, and a Nico did name chicken food and broke the plate. So him get him stripe right now. So right now, him big, bad and brave. He's no longer in the community as after the knockings and clappings. Him take for himself. But it's a known fact that he was seen as one of the knockis and clappis, and that brutal and brazen shooting. He was there in the company of Juju and Gaza Man and the criminal element known as Price Right. Yeah, man. So my peeps, the knockings and clappings continues. Now, as I was just about to close off, the name Gaza Man just a ringing on my head. And me I say, I must have a picture of this old dirty kind of boy somewhere in my archives, because I can remember vividly that name, Gaza Man, from way back in 2021 when our knockings and clappings go on over Rima. So I go type in Gaza Man in the archives, and radam, here comes Gaza Man. I did not have his actual birth name at the time, but this criminal element here, present on your screen, is the infamous Frederick Mattis, aka Gaza Man. Yeah, man. So for those who did not know, and for those who need to know, and for those who already know and surprise and me know, Gaza Man, you're now known not just by the police, but by the general public. So now the onus is on you, the regular members of Chan Public, to make sure that the police take these scumbags off the streets and place them where they belong, in a lockup. Yeah, man. Now Shamar, you know, used to par with the Saxman them, but him start link with Russian Kid and Pete and Lily Cat them. Unconfirmed reports suggest say Russian Kid make it through the border. We know say Pete and Lily Cat they on the side of the United States of America. But we get to understand, say, as I stated, unconfirmed, say Russian Kid make it through the border too. But some of the ones them refuting that claim and saying that Russian Kid is still very active in the place a commit knockings and clappings. Now Russian Kid, for those who don't know, are one of the long liver them. Yeah, man, me I tell you, is a man where always find himself behind bars when certain things go down. Hence the reason why he's still among the land of the living today. So he has been reigning as a criminal element, a top tier criminal element in the general Rima and Trenchtown space for quite a mighty long time. So if I must say, Russian Kid has outlived him own self. Yeah, man. So a him, Shamar them a link with. So it is safe to say that the knockings and clappings there is deeply rooted somewhere in the midst of Russian Kid, Pete, and Lily Cat. Because we all know the history, the long-standing history between the rival factions. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.